Hi, I'm Vassam Kasim, and today we're exploring how artificial intelligence is impacting the future of AI education in Pakistan. Our guest today, Ms. Hina Sadiq, Vice Chairperson at the University of South Asia, Lahore, is basically leading it with the support of her team, which is making learning more interactive, responsive, and future ready for our students to come. Ms. Sadiq, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for your time.
I'm really excited to be here to share what University of South Asia is working on with all the viewers today.
Well, just to take a start, these days, AI, the whole idea, artificial intelligence is considered to be a bit abstract. The believability is a bit low. And now integrating it into an education system, tell us about it. How has it been so far for you?
I think one version of generative AI is already in everyone's hands. So we did a survey. We found out more than 99% of our student body is already using it. But it's not enough to just start using it. You need to have the mindset to drive success with it. And that's what at University of South Asia we are working on. We have integrated AI along the entire spectrum of services that we offer, from onboarding of students to their trainings, to their lesson plans, all the way to their assessments and beyond. We are supporting them with the right mindset and tools for their success.
Brilliant. So in terms of absorbing it as an institution, what sort of a difficulty, or maybe I should say, how easy it was for you to integrate in the system? We came to know you also had an AI week within the university. How did that help you speed up the process or bring more believability?
I think at a university, you already find a community of educators who are passionate about doing their best for their students. So over here as well, when we came with these AI tools and all these set of tools that have come forth, they're really supporting everyone's goal of helping the student. So the culture over here is we embraced it. We wanted to help our student as much as possible. So it started, with, of course, looking at the selection of courses that we offer in our programs. Then how do we integrate specific tools for that field into our programs? So I have found a lot of enthusiasm and support from my educators community. And I have seen that even students, they're enjoying this instant result that comes from engaging with these tools.
Brilliant, of course, very engaging. Secondly, I would love for our viewers to know, is this the first gig that you are taking at University of South Asia Lahore regarding artificial intelligence? Or, how did you guys speed up to this mega launch, I would say?
A great question. So really the culture and the DNA at University of South Asia is to do things differently. So we already 4 years ago, we embarked on this journey of bringing more and more skill-based education into our mainstream undergraduate offerings. So we heavily emphasize that students should learn digital marketing and associated skill sets. And we were amongst the first to integrate ChatGPT and other AI-powered tools into our day-to-day education. So we already have a dedicated space, our Connect Lab, where students have access to these tools. And there's a lot of hands-on projects that they begin to work. And the success of that has been that so many of these students have now gone on to launch their own projects, their own agencies. So we have seen that students, they want more from their education. So they're very receptive to this idea of skill-based. If they can see the output of their effort, nothing like it. It gets them more engaged.
Brilliant. So all around the world, the question about AI versus human jobs is gazed upon. Do you think that the teaching staff here or faculty might be replaced by this AI-powered system? Or
I think the important thing to bear in mind is that learning is a very social process. So there's a lot of contextual requirement for learning to have taken place. And in that regards, massively open courses, MOOCs that they're called, they've been around for more than a decade. But we see their completion rates is less than 5%. So I think faculty members and learning environments will continue continue to play a critical role in our young learners' life. And what we see it is that AI is a supplement. It's not a substitute, it's a supplement. So it really complements our faculty members. They're able to save time, as well as they're able to have like this very powerful research assistant that allows them to develop better lesson plans, more activities. And we're really seeing a shift in the usage of the class timing. So rather than the faculty member just, one-way stream of knowledge, we can now organize more and more knowledge-based activities, which for me is like the biggest important goal: active learning, because we want to do more than just focus at the end of the term results. We want a continuous lifelong learner emerging forth from University of South Asia.
That's amazing. So how is this AI-led change impacting the classrooms, the infrastructure? Is there a major overhaul in the system? Because it looks like.
Great question. So over here, we realized that the future requires a lot of focus and bandwidth from students. So
Yeah.
the mindset is going to be the biggest differentiator. The reason is these AI tools, they're accessible to anyone, right? You just get a smartphone and you can go
Absolutely.
and instantly connect to any tool. But the mindset of, taking the initiative, deciding what problems are worth solving, and then how to solve using these tools, that's been a major focus. Now, mindset doesn't happen overnight. So we're carefully organizing the structure of our programs, the selection of courses we offer every semester. And then at the course level, we're redesigning it. So we have more activities, more active learning components. So our students, they take more agency. We're also promoting this concept of action quotient. आपने सुना होगा emotional quotient, IQ, EQ. Now it's AQ. So we want our students to be able to take action on the information that they get. We feel that will be the biggest differentiator.
Right. Ms. Hina, in terms of the impact on society, आपका क्या ख्याल है कि जो हमारे students हैं who are preparing for today and the future to come, हमारी society, our country, we as people, how is this education system going to impact the society around us? Do you think it will be fruitful for students to come into the AI-led education system, adapt a completely new system, and then be useful for the years to come?
I think it's a game changer precisely because it allows us to overcome the gap that people have had in their education from K to 12. I think
Right.
students are, and I believe educators, even in higher education, they will embrace any tool that allows them to improve learning. The reason is simple, that we're a third world country. There are lots of productivity gaps that we have. There are lots of skill gaps that we have. So having a tool like AI that offers this promise of personalized learning, that no matter what your background is, it can help you catch up. I think that is transforming the landscape. And that's also what's making us as educators so optimistic about the future, that all those gaps that we have, this is the tool to bridge it.
Right. So for the prospective students, what kind of culture you guys have here? Is it supportive? Is it strict? How would you inform our prospective students about the culture and the support services?
We work very hard to create an environment where people are doing. So that's very important for us, the action quotient element of it. So how does that happen? So from the start to the end, we encourage you taking action and you volunteering. We have a lot of clubs and societies. We even have clubs and societies dedicated just to promote AI and its tools, because every week we find something new happening. So the speed of change is so fast, it's not enough to capture that just in courses. So we have a lot of seminars and workshops. And I do believe we work very hard to create environment of a lot of support, but it's also all outcome oriented.
So in terms of the academic calendars, is it the usual calendar that is fall or spring, or how do you generally operate for students taking into account when to really apply for University of South Asia?
So at University of South Asia, we have 2 intakes. It's in fall 2025, which begins, the classes begin in September. And then we have a spring 2026. Classes will begin at the end of January. And, for this academic calendar, we have a lot of AI integrated events and activities throughout the year. We're working more with the industry as well, so that the projects that are done in our students, they're showcased to the right people.
Brilliant. In terms of getting accreditation for these, I'd say, customized degree plans, how supportive has been the government bodies and HEC? Did you find them supportive towards this, or are you still in the process? How is it looking like?
I think we all have a common goal, which is to support the population of Pakistan, enhancing their lives and their welfare. So I do believe that this common goal is what drives us all to do things that we believe would be in the best interest of the key stakeholder,
Right.
the future custodians of Pakistan, our youth. So I do believe that, as with any change, there it will always be a lot of difference of opinion. For some people, the use of AI in assessments, they feel like it's going to compromise students' critical thinking. We feel students are already going to use this. So if we make a more active discussion around this and we voluntarily incorporate it, and then so we have more control. So we are encouraging our faculty members to use AI in their assignments and their assessments so that students, they're powered for success.
Right. So a lot of times AI is considered as a tool to sometimes plagiarize as well. It's not really thought of as a system to support and enhance sort of a thinking. So how do you plan to cater to that sort of a thing? If a student has an assignment, I'm sure they'd be looking it up on ChatGPT or any of those big learning modules. How do you support that, and what's the plan about it?
So like with any tool, there can be great usage of it and then there can be poor usage of it. And that's where the mindset is everything. And that's why over here, we really work on the mindset development. Shortcuts in life, they always, I believe, they're not lasting. So true learning is when you develop that critical thinking and you develop the mindset that allows you to use any tool that comes. So again, students, they will always push the system, and we over here as educators will always enjoy the challenge and will rise to the occasion and make that the assessment more holistic in its coverage.
Right. In terms of the programs that offer, which top 5 programs do you think the students should be taking a deeper look at? Or would you say that all of the programs are designed in a way? Do you have a personal favorite in the programs that
I think
USS
that's a
offer?
great question. I feel like a lot of the times when students are, finished with their intermediate or with their O levels, they're not even sure what they want to do. So the undergraduate program at University of South Asia, it allows you to begin from any place, and then as you study different courses from different fields like management sciences or computer science or media or fashion, you get to see what your aptitude is, and then
Right.
you can even switch your major by the end of the second year. So you will be exposed to so many different domains that you can make an informed choice. Oftentimes what we think about a field, and then when we start learning it, we realize where our passion lies. So at University of South Asia, we do believe that you should be given the space to discover your skill sets, your strengths, your weaknesses, and then choose your courses accordingly.
Right. So the first year of education will be rudimentary for all, and then
So I wouldn't call it rudimentary. So the first year of education, there are some general courses that are from different backgrounds.
okay.
So you get some exposure to computer science, you get some exposure to management sciences.
All right.
So you do begin to see how all these different branches of knowledge, they work together. So they're designed specifically to get your thinking skills going.
Brilliant. So the trend is artificial intelligence, and now it's coming into education as well. I feel some other universities have also taken a jab on it. How is University of South Asia doing it different?
That's a great question. So at University of South Asia, we're incorporating AI across the board. So from the time students come in to their assessments, to their personality tests, to their onboarding, and then to their initial courses, they will find AI tools integrated the whole journey. So the most important thing for us is that we make students realize how they can use AI as a personal assistant as well as a co-thinker. We really want them to be able to, in a short time, really boost their skill sets. So we're also seeing ways in which we can create AI tools that allows them to practice questions better, that allows them to get more idea of their personality. So what you'll find at University of South Asia is this integration of AI tools across the spectrum, from onboarding, I'd say, all the way to when they're looking for jobs as well, when they're looking to, they've started with a particular company or an internship, how can they make their impact there?
Right. So once a student is done here learning on AI modules, getting up to the speed with where the world is, I came to know there's a certain ecosystem as well that the University of South Asia is progressing towards, so that what they have learned with the power of education is taken advantage of somewhere. Would you like to comment on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So at University of South Asia, we have been partnering with different partners with digital agency, Impulse Digital. We've also been partnering with multiple entities like, the different industries as well. Our goal is that we give students real world projects to work on. So it's not just theory. So our promise is a skill-based education where every day students will be learning something and then they get the chance to apply it so
Right.
that they can truly grow in that field.
Brilliant. So, in terms of an ecosystem that USA has partnered with, we came to know that there are certain businesses, AI powered, such as a global travel company, Travel Vista, an AI powered health organization, Maya Health, similarly, Impulse Digital that works on AI based marketing. Do you think that all of these students that you are now training on AI based education system will be progressing towards that? Do you have a system in place to basically ease them up to that process?
A great question. So I would say we're so blessed to have a great panel of companies that are working with us. They're all about AI integration, looking at the same sector with a fresh perspective. I think our students are very lucky to be able to get to work in these companies that are on the cutting edge of their field. So we are extremely excited by these partnerships.
Okay, great. It's great to find out that you've got a plan in place so that once these students are empowered through AI education, they can practice it somewhere as well. So, in terms of scholarships and other advantages that you can offer to the students, so is there something for deserving students out here in the AI system?
Like all universities, we also have some great scholarship programs so that those who are very talented, they always have the opportunity to join a good university so that their skill sets can be properly groomed and they get the fair chance to succeed.
Brilliant. In terms of an outreach program, because University of South Asia is it's got a massive body. But what would be a message to someone who's looking at University of South Asia from the far off areas in Pakistan? Do they have a chance here on AI-powered education?
I think if you have the willingness to work, you will find University of South Asia as the perfect partner in that journey that you will be taking. Academics is always something that, your personal motivation has to be there because in good places, the expectation is high. So I would say if you want to be someone, then this is the place to be.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. And I hope our viewers had a lot to learn from this very thoughtful conversation and how the future of education is going to look like. Thank you very much.